Good afternoon, family. Welcome back to Simply Marvelous Kitchen. Sorry it's been a while since I put up a video, but life happened. I had a new granddaughter. She's so precious. I'm so very proud of her. And always remember, at the end of my videos, please like, subscribe, and comment on anything you want me to cook. And like I say, it's been a while, so I'm doing a whole Sunday dinner today. And today we're having chuck steak. I went ahead and chopped up the peppers, half a pepper, half an onion, white onion. Also, we're having string beans, white potatoes, and smoked meat, which is going to be my hog jaw. Basically, you can use any type of smoked meat, but I prefer to use hog jaw today. And this is what hog jaw looks like. It's a southern thing. It's basically sliced bacon. Also, we're doing cornbread with cracklins in them. Homemade cornbread with cracklins in them. So basically what we're having today is chuck steak, string beans and white potatoes, and crackling cornbread. Now we're going to start the prep of the green beans. I'm going to show you guys how to snap them. You pop off the ends, because we don't eat ends, and basically you just pop it in half like that maybe. It depends on the size of the green bean, but you want it to be at least an inch, maybe 2 inches long, and that's how you do the string beans. You continue until you've done the whole bag. So now I'm going to move over, now that I've snapped a few of these to show you the length, I'm going to move over to the potatoes. Okay, you're going to cut your potato and you're going to cube your potato. You don't want it too small and you don't want it too big. So maybe like an inch of potato. After you cut your potato in fourths, you're going to cut it in half, cut each fourth in half. Depends on the size of your potato. You might need to cut it 3 times. Like that was a thick one, so I cut it 3 times. Basically. Now that's the potato. Now inside the string beans, this is gonna be sliced. This is your hog jaw, your seasoning for your string beans. Basically, you can use any type of smoked meat that you want to use, but I like hog jaw today, and also it was a request for hog jaw today. So. But remember guys, at the end of my videos, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you have anything you want to see me make, please feel free to comment that also. I do read the comments. I went ahead on and sliced that off because it wasn't, some of these are sliced from the store, but basically as you see, they're like 1/8 of an inch wide. So you know how to slice your meat if you don't get the slice quality. All of them are about the same size, and that's what your hog jaw is. It's basically just bacon. Now for the crackling cornbread that I'm making, I'm using the cracklins, these cracklins. Also, you have to soak these cracklins for like an hour so they'll become soft. Basically, you're going to soak them in milk. You can soak them in water, but I prefer to soak them in milk so I can use the same milk to go into my cornbread. I'm doing maybe a cup of milk to a cup of cracklins. Let's just say a cup of milk to a cup of cracklins. Let the cracklins sit in the milk for about an hour till they soften up. Get my prep finished, I'll be back with the cooking process. Okay, now we're gonna start the cooking process. Last night I did marinate my chuck steak with some 14 seasonings from Badea, the garlic powder, and also some Monterey steak seasonings. What's on the chuck steak right now. I'm gonna brown the chuck steak on the top of the stove. Then I'm gonna put it in the oven along with the onions and peppers. And also I'm about to fry the meat for the greens, the hog jaw for the string beans, to get that going also. So I like a lot of meat in my vegetables. I don't know how much you like, but I would say, I don't know, maybe 1/4 of a pound of meat should work for the amount of string beans that I'm doing. I covered my pans with oil, about a tablespoon in each one, so the bacon would fry better, and also so I could brown the steak. I did the frying pan that I'm going to brown the steak in olive oil. The bacon is just in regular meat grease that I've fried meat in, just to give that flavor to the string beans. Okay, I have 2 forms of chuck steak here. So basically, it's going to cook about the same amount of time. Place it all in there so it'll get brown. Now when that side brown, I'm going to flip it over. Then I'm going to add my onions and peppers so they can heat up, so the flavor will start to come away from the onions and peppers. I wish you guys can smell it right now, because it smells so good right now. The way cooking and the marinade on the steak smells marvelous, y'all. You'll see when you make this at home. I hope you will. I hope you enjoy my recipes, the things that I cook. And remember, always like, subscribe, and comment. I'm going to add some peppers and onions under each slice also as I flip it over. Now we're going to add the string beans and white potatoes and onions. I also put a quarter onion up in here to give it some flavor. Now that everything's got a little heat to it, as you can see, the peppers and onions are cooking beautifully up under there, giving that a great flavor. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the oven now and let it cook at about 350, and I'll be back in about 30-45 minutes on this. Now I'm gonna season my string beans and white potatoes and smoked meat. Maybe about a teaspoon of garlic. Okay, I'm going to do the 14 seasonings. Maybe about a tablespoon of that. I'm going to do a pinch of salt. I want to use like a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to let this cook. Alright, we're going to let it cook down. Ooh, that looks good, doesn't it? We're going to let it cook down for about 30 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, I was taking the steak out of the oven and basically it is done now. I thought it would take longer, but since, you know, it's a little thinner than a normal chuck steak would actually be, it didn't take as long. As you can see, it looks delicious and the gravy's in the bottom of the pan. You know, that's all natural juices with the onions and the peppers. And that's how that should look when it come out. Everything cooked up there together. Like that. Now we can move over to the string beans. When I did the string beans, I put the white potatoes in at the same time, which is a no-no because the white potatoes would turn into mashed potatoes. So after I left you guys, I took the potatoes out, cooked the string beans for about 15-20 minutes basically. Then I put the potatoes back in and cooked it for another 10. So all in all, this right here took about 30 minutes And this is how it turns out. And as you can see, everything's together. Basically, with the chuck steak normally takes about an hour, hour and a half. But these circumstances only took about 35 minutes. All right, family, it's time to do the cornbread now. We're gonna do 2 cups of flour. It needs to be sifted, so your cornbread won't be so heavy and it'll be light and fluffy. That's 2 cups of flour. Getting all the lumps out of the flour. Then we're gonna do 1.5 cups of cornmeal. We're gonna mix that together, the flour and the cornmeal. We're gonna do like a tablespoon of sugar. And mix that in as well. Don't forget, guys, to hit the notification button so you'll know when I do put up videos. You can see. Once again, please like, subscribe, and comment at the bottom. Self-rising flour I use. I don't use plain flour. If you do plain flour, you have to add the baking powder and all that good stuff. I just use the self-riser when it's already did. Okay, I put 2 eggs in there. Now I'm gonna add the cracklins and the milk that I prepared earlier. That's like a cup of cracklins and a cup of milk. Gonna add that to my mix. I might have to get some more milk. I do. So basically we're doing 2 cups of milk. And you're gonna mix it all together. Get it all in. Make sure it's mixed well. We're gonna use 1/2 cup of oil. And basically you normally use a little more, but since I added the cracklins and they are greasy, I'm doing less oil. That's the basic of homemade cornbread. You can make it the same way without the cracklins if you would like. Now I have to grease my pan so it don't stick. Okay, now as you can see, my pan is well greased. Now I'm gonna pour the mixture into the pan. After I pour the mixture into the pan, I'm gonna put it in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. And I'll be back. All right, y'all, this is the finished cornbread. I'm just gonna put some butter on it, dab some butter across it. And now you guys see my finished plate. That's Sunday dinner. String beans and white potatoes with smoked bacon. We have the chuck steak. And you have the homemade crackling cornbread. Now if you have a moment, you can go look at my other videos. The pork sauce and also nanny biscuits. Like, subscribe, and comment at the bottom. And I do appreciate you working with me today. You guys have a great day.